The Tesla Model Y is perhaps the best-selling car in the world. It's certainly one of the most successful cars and the most successful Tesla that Tesla have ever made. And so is this new refresh, this new design, the new interior parts, the new changes made, has it made this the best Tesla yet? Or is it not as good as I hoped it would be? Let's find out in this video. Is the new Tesla Model Y a revolutionary jump for Tesla, or is it a small one? Well, I can say that I think this is a huge difference from the previous Model Y, and even from other Teslas. I'm really impressed with this. Let's check out the top new features of this Model Y and why it's so good. These are my top 5 features on the new Tesla Model Y, starting with down here, this fantastic cool light bar that wraps around the front, has the indicators built into it. I absolutely love that design, and a big shout out for the split headlights. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of split headlight design, but it looks pretty good on this new Model Y. Number 2 on my list is these tires. These are Michelin Pilot Sport EV tires, and this is one of the first cars to have these tires, and they're made for Tesla. And because of that, we have a much smoother ride, and it's really noticeable the difference that the tires make in this car. Number 3 on my cool features is this. This is the biggest indirect light bar there is. The light bar is under here, it reflects onto this matte area, and you get a massive light bar on the back, which looks super cool. Number 4 on my cool features is the fact that this 8-inch display at the back has Bluetooth for individual rear passengers. So you can both listen to what's going on in the back by connecting your Bluetooth earphones to this screen, not interfering with what's going on in the front. Great if you've got kids or family in the back of the car. One of the coolest features is the Tesla can play music and do a light show, as you can see here. And the other cool thing is when you're driving and you have it in rainbow road mode, the new ambient lights inside will actually change color just like the rainbow as you're driving in auto steer. No Tesla logo either on the front here. This is definitely a very distinctive car, and when you see it coming in the dark, you know it's a new Tesla Model Y because of that light bar and this more aggressive, purposeful front bumper, which I really like. It just is much more sporty at the front and much more futuristic with that light bar. One of the biggest changes on the new Tesla Model Y is here. These are new Michelin Pilot Sport EV tires. This is the first car I've seen with these tires on it, and as well as the new tires, the new wheels, and the new suspension, which you can actually see poking through there, which looks brand new and beautiful right now on this car. The ride quality is significantly better. It goes over the bumps and holes in UK roads like you can barely notice, and you'll see that when I take it for a drive a bit later. But also it's a lot quieter in this car. This is the quietest Tesla I've been in, and you feel really isolated, but still you have a sporty ride, which really impresses me with this Model Y when you're driving it. So big changes in this area and the suspension, which have made a big difference to this car. From the side, this is still distinctly a Tesla Model Y. It's got the same distinctive design, which means there's lots of space in the rear for your passengers, and it's a very spacious family car. But it is different in terms of the front nose and the back design. You just can't really see it from the side. Now, we mentioned the better suspension. Tesla have reduced the number of parts in the castings from 70 to 1, which means that there are less parts to move, which is one of the reasons why it has a quieter ride. So that means the suspension gives that quieter ride because there's less parts to it. One of the biggest differences at the back of this car is here. This is an indirect light bar. Well, I mean, it's a light bar, but it reflects indirectly. So there's a matte finish here, and when the light from the light bar, which is actually underneath here, hits that, it reflects and makes it look like the whole area is a light bar at night. This is a really cool effect. It makes it look like it's got the biggest light bar in the universe, when actually it's an optical illusion. But it's very clever engineering from Tesla. And whether it's needed or not, I don't know, but it's distinct and I like it. You may have noticed what looks like a plaid badge down there. It's not, it's a launch edition badge, or the launch edition versions of this car are gonna have that badge. When it goes into normal deliveries, that badge will be gone. This car is an all-wheel drive dual motor version with 353 miles of WLTP range, and it can do 166 miles of charging in 15 minutes. So it's very fast charging if you're on a Tesla supercharger. Here in the rear of the Model Y, we've got over 2,130 litres if you put the back seats down. Now what's cool about this, there are buttons here which will put them down. So I can put them down like this, that will go down, and the other side will go down as well. And then we've got all this space, and it's great that you can do that. And I can then remove this back section here, and we've got a lot of space for you to put whatever you need in the back there. So you're not compromising with space with Model Y, which is why you want it. You want to have a car which you can take your family on long vacations with lots of luggage space, or maybe go to IKEA and buy some new furniture or a new TV or whatever. And you can also put them back up by pressing the buttons. So really, really easy for loading and putting things in the back of the Model Y. I love it. At the front of the Model Y, we still have the front, which is still like before, with the waterproof capabilities, the little plug down here as well, and it's very spacious and you can fit quite a lot into there. So that hasn't changed on the new facelift Model Y. The back of the Model Y is incredibly spacious. You would expect that, right? I'm 1.78 m. This massive glass panoramic roof, which lets so much light in, is way, way, way above my head. I mean, I've probably got 2 hand widths above my head. I've got a ton of leg room here. This is the driving position for me. We got these airline style pockets, and we've got an 8-inch screen in the back which can replicate what you can do in the front. So if you have children or guests in the back, they can watch videos or listen to their own music, and it doesn't interfere with what's happening at the front. There are 2 cup holders here, and again, just really spacious, very comfortable in the back of the Model Y. Now, in the back here, we have this second screen. And by the way, it doesn't look cool having them both above each other from this angle in the back. This rear screen has all the functionality you would want. You can turn off the air conditioning at the back here, or you can go into your media and watch videos and YouTube or play games. And what's really cool is you can add Bluetooth devices in the back, so you can listen to music or watch videos separate from the front. That is a very cool feature that this car has, with 2 USB Type-Cs underneath as well, so you can charge. And of course we can go into the air conditioning, turn it back on, and adjust where it goes by swiping on the screen. And we can also quick adjust where the air goes using these buttons here. Inside the car we have the Launch Series badge in quite a few different places, on the door sills, in the back, on the logo. So it lets you know you're in the Launch Series if you're in one. But the biggest difference in here is the materials. Now, I'm really impressed with the quality of the materials inside this car. From the Alcantara feeling on the dashboard here, soft touch, leather feeling material all over the front. The doors have that same feeling, soft touch plastic right on the top here, a nice bit of fake metallic trim, or whatever you want to call it. But we've also got soft materials here, soft materials on the inside of the door. The handles are soft materials. Even down at the bottom here, there's felt lining the pockets, and even the pockets themselves, the side of the doors, are soft touch plastic. That is better quality than pretty much every other car that I've seen. It actually is very similar to the Korean models from Kia and Genesis and Hyundai in terms of quality, and it's a big step up, and I'm really impressed with the quality inside this car. I love it. What other changes are going on inside this car? Well, this thing here, which is an indicator. So Tesla removed the indicator from the Model 3, and you can watch my review of the Model 3, and I wasn't too impressed with that. I found it hard to operate. So they put an indicator back, and I give them credit, because I didn't expect them to want to do that or to do that. But they put an indicator back, and that makes it a lot easier to tell people which direction you're going, because you're not trying to hit buttons while you're turning the steering wheel. So that's a big thing. And you can see it gives you a preview of what is in your blind spot when you change it. The only thing I don't like is I wish it wasn't so damped. This feels like an old BMW indicator. I wish it was more assertive, because if you hit it twice, it cancels. If you're going around a roundabout and you're not sure if you've hit it, and then you hit it again, you'll cancel it. I want it to stay on until I push it back up, so I know it's on. But it's great to have an indicator. But other than that, this is a Tesla interior. Better quality materials, indicators back, and we've got a new infotainment system which has got new updated features which comes to all the Teslas, and an indicator. All great things on this car. Just in case you didn't know what car we were in, here is the new Model Y, and being a Tesla infotainment system, it looks exactly like the car does from the outside. You can see our cool new light bar, you can see the cool new rear light bar, and all the functionality you would expect in here. Now, this is a new Tesla, but there's lots of things which are very similar to us. We've still got the Sentry mode, we've still got the glove box opening from here, we've still got the dynamics, and I've set it to heavy because I think that works better. We've still got Autopilot, which I'll share my thoughts on when we're driving. But what's new here is the fact that we've got accent lighting, or ambient lighting as most people would call it, and maybe you can see behind me here, the lights are changing. You've got pre-selectable options and you can add your own as well. The seats are heated and cooled, and you can put down the rear seats from here, both up and down, and also lock them in place. And everything else on here is pretty much as you would expect. Of course, this is a launch series Model Y with Autopilot built in, with the acceleration boost package built in. 4.10 to 60, let's test that out in a little bit. We've still got all the cool features of the theater, and of course, for our music options, we can go into Spotify, or we can choose Apple Music, TuneIn, the radio, YouTube Music. So Tesla have got the nice, easy to use, very comprehensive infotainment system. One thing I don't like, and I still don't like, is the fact that when you navigate, you don't have 3D maps. It makes it difficult to go around turnings, which are very tight and very close to each other, hard to judge. I love the fact we've got this amazing camera system, which you can see all around the car as well. So that's very, very good. Overall, the Tesla system is a very easy to use system, which works really well. Another feature which is new to the Model Y, which is a new update, is the weather map. And this is a live weather map, so you can see in the UK where exactly the rain is. And it's not a very rainy day, so there isn't a lot of rain. But if I zoom out again, it will load, and you can see up here, that's where the rain is. Very rainy out in the sea, but not over the UK right now. And it shows you over the next 2 hours. And then to activate the light show, you hit this button here, and then you can schedule the show like this and choose what you want to listen to. And to do the rainbow road mode, you hit this, and gotta have more rainbows, will change the accent lights around the outside of the car, so they also change color. The first thing you have to say about driving the Model Y is, of course, the ride and the suspension and the noise inside the cabin. We know that there's new tires, and we know the suspension has been changed, and you can notice it. There's no question about it. The road is less bumpy in this car. The big bumps in the road barely feel like going over them. The noise inside the cabin, hopefully you can hear, is a lot less than it would have been before. Overall, it makes a huge, huge difference. So the ride quality, the sound, is just massive. And we have indicators, or an indicator, which allows me to indicate both directions, which means that when you go around a corner, rather than having to try and find a little button on the steering wheel, you can just tap it, you know where it is at all times, and it works. Now, it's not my favorite indicator. I prefer it to lock in place. Tesla say this car can do 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds. V-Bucks Performance Touch Pro. Let's check it out. We've got a dual motor system. Let's see, does it do it in the time that Tesla says it will? 4.04 seconds. So Tesla was not lying. That was faster than the time they say it officially can do. And that is very impressive from Tesla. Well done. Let's test out Autopilot now. Now, this is a very advanced system. It relies only on cameras on the outside of the car. There's no sensors like other cars, and it can see the road. It can even see the side of the road where other cars might fail because there's no markings. The only thing is, I'm slowing down here a good, I don't know, 20 meters before the end of the road. The car just doesn't know what to do in this scenario. Going around a roundabout, it disengages, which I would expect, like with any car right now, it would disengage going around a roundabout. But it just drives like a learner driver. I'll turn it on again now. Doesn't like it there, doesn't like it there. Okay, now it's on. It just drives like a learner driver, and it has a tendency, when the road goes slightly to the left or to the right, to move you way too close to the curb. When I'm driving like this, it's fine, and sitting in traffic, it's brilliant. But again, I'm really close to the side of the road here, way too close, unnecessarily close. There are cars here, and the autopilot's basically just given up. Other car systems would give up too, don't get me wrong, but they would give up earlier. I almost feel like autopilot is trying to push you one way or the other when it shouldn't be doing that, and it gives up at a point where it's a bit too late. So autopilot drives like a learner driver. It's great, it's safe, but it's a bit frustrating too, just like a learner driver. Is it the best system for self-driving? Overall, yes, because it does everything. But it's by no means the only option, and there are some fantastic systems from other car companies that do a really good job. But you cannot complain at all about the safety features on a Tesla. They are the best that you can get, and it's proved in their Euro NCAP as well rating. It is an exceedingly good car to drive, and this new Model Y is the best yet. Anything else which has made it a lot better inside? Well, look, this doesn't affect the driving, but it is worth saying that all the materials inside are so nice and so luxurious that I really feel like I'm in a more premium car than I was. And starting at the price point it does, about $44,000 for the rear-wheel drive version, it's really, really amazing to have such nice materials inside the car, something which really suffers on most cars nowadays, and Tesla have given us. So overall, this is a much better car to drive. It's smoother, more relaxing to drive. Obviously, autopilot is good, but I would also say that autopilot drives like a learner driver and not like an experienced driver, which means people will go into gaps that autopilot leaves, at least in the UK anyway. So just keep that in mind, but it's very good. It's very safe. This car's got all the latest safety features. So you're in a car which is comfortable, spacious, nice to ride, quiet, very fast, and has good efficiency and range with the new Model Y. As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing not to like about it, and Tesla have exceeded the expectations that I had of this car. This is my favorite Tesla. It is very, very good. The new Model Y is very impressive. It is absolutely the best Tesla you can get right now. From the much more quiet and comfortable suspension, to the new cool design, to new technology and higher quality materials inside. And it starts at a pretty competitive price, around the £44,000 mark for the rear-wheel drive model with really good range. If you're looking for an SUV, then I would definitely suggest looking at the Model Y, because it's really impressed me a lot more than I expected it to do, and really it is my favorite Tesla right now. And after driving the performance version of the Model 3, I thought that was unlikely to happen with an SUV, but I was wrong. This is an incredibly good car, and those changes that Tesla have made definitely are very, very worth it. If you want to check out other reviews of similar cars, please check here and here. Please give me a like and subscribe for more on the channel, and thanks for watching.